Hello, hello, hello to everybody joining us.
Peace, y'all. What's going on? How's everybody feeling today?
All right, we're about to go live in a second with the Wright family, led by the lovely Sarah and Lorenzo Wright. They're a lovely black couple who just shows, we feel like, the excellent example of black love and how black families should operate in these times in this modern area right now. And so we're about to wait for a little bit and get people on, and then we'll start that interview in just a second for our August promotions.
Hey, Mom. I see you on here. Hey, everybody tuning in. How's everyone doing today? I sent a request to be in the video. So exciting.
Oh, Wright family.
How you doing?
Doing great.
How are you all doing today? Welcome to Sound on the Hill, Sound Everywhere, and welcome to our family. And we are so excited to have this interview with y'all today.
Yes, y'all look great.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
So if we could start with the parents, of course, and go ahead and introduce yourselves, and we'll go to the back with the kids.
All right.
You want me to go first?
Ladies first.
Hi, I'm Sarah Wright.
And I'm Lorenzo Wright.
Hi, I'm Tatiana Wright.
I'm Nyla Wright.
And I'm David Wright. I'm Brian Wright.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
Also known as Jared Khalil with Sound on the Hill, Sound Everywhere.
And I am Aria Kaufman, also known as Aria Alicia with Sound on the Hill, Sound Everywhere.
So, right, family, we'll start with Miss Sarah.
So, Sarah, what inspired you to get into skincare? Like, tell us about your business.
Really good question. My daughter has a underlying issue. She has a so because of that, her skin is really, really, really dry, and we've tried a lot of things over the counter that it did not work for her. So I went into the kitchen, the old school. I called on my ancestors and everything, and decided to just do research of what works for that, what used to work for us, and what works now. So I came up with the shea batter, and it worked. Her skin, it came out so beautiful.
Definitely can relate from one skincare business owner to another. My next question for you is, how do you prefer to blend your body butters? Because I know there's several ways that you can do it, but what is your personal preference?
Mine is hands-on. I like to do things manually. I feel like you're putting all the love in it when you're like mixing the stuff together versus using a machine. So hands-on is for me.
Definitely, I can definitely agree to that. I prefer to do hands-on. I like to get my hands all into it, so I can definitely relate to that. So, when you make your products, like when you go about research, do you prefer to speak to experts? Do you prefer the internet? Do you like to be traditional, get into the books when researching ingredients and making your products?
It all depends. I did all of them. I will go to the internet. I'll call all my doctor friends and nurse friends that we have in the family, and ask them a question about what does what, and then I'll go in the kitchen and start mixing them up and see which one works together. But usually, I do my research first by going on the internet, books, growing out things, just to add to it, and that's what we. The time. That's what I do.
Okay, definitely. What is the consistent motivation that keeps you and your business going? Because I know how it can be when you feel like you may have a bad day, or you may feel like your sales aren't as big as you want them to be. But what consistently keeps you going?
I think family for me. For me, it's the family, and it's putting something in giving them something more than I have now. So it's like I know when I'm gone one day, I will have that passed on to them. So I will definitely pass on a bit versus like them with debt.
Oh yes, definitely. That's a good motivation for sure.
Family, I can't let them die.
You have to get that wealth, generational wealth in mind.
Definitely. So, do you plan on expanding into stores or having your own store for your products or your business? Is that a goal that you have in mind?
We talked about this,
Yeah.
and one of the things I really want to do is have my own store. But I would definitely share it to, and have it in other stores because the more places it is, the more money you make.
Definitely.
So,
I have
stores.
100%. Okay.
All right, Mr. Wright, how you doing? I'm sorry, I'm Southern, so I'm gonna do the Mr. and Mrs. That's in me. All right. So, my first question for you is, what made you want to get into real estate?
The real reason?
Yeah, the real reason.
I was just flat out saying I was tired of being broke. I was just tired of being broke. As the dad is to provide. And I remember, a neighbor of ours, when we used to live in Fort Lauderdale, neighbor of ours, he used to, hang out at the house. He'd ride dirt bikes all day, chill out on his porch. And he never went to work. Every time I came home, he was there. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to ask him, hey, what do you do? Normally you don't want to ask you, what do you do? But I just had to ask him, because I wanted to be riding dirt bikes and chilling all day too. And I asked him, and he said he does real estate. He has some rental properties that he got in, up in New York and Philly. And they pay his monthly bills and his lifestyle, and all he does is just maintain them. So I started doing my research, and everyone that I came across that was doing real estate was doing pretty well. They were, I won't say super rich, but they weren't worried about their bills coming every month. So I was like, maybe this might be something I want to look into. And I started doing my homework, and I, getting with the gurus, watching YouTube and reading the books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the whole nine. And I started to see the recipe. And I got with my partner here, and I said, hey, we got our tax returns, and with the tax. Yes. And so, okay, let's
level.
Yeah, let's see if we can put this into something that can flip it instead of just, squirreling it away. Right. And we took our shot and jumped both feet in and got our first property, and that was history right there.
Well,
that's something I've definitely been looking into, getting into and researching. And that's actually goes to my next question when it comes to real estate. What advice would you give the younger generations when it comes to investing in themselves, figurative and literally?
Figuratively and literally.
Mm-hmm.
Think of yourself as an investment. Start thinking of yourself as an investment right now, today, and start thinking about ways that you can make the future brighter later on. You still want to hang out, have fun, have a good time, party and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Get a paycheck and you have the ability to do so. Squirrel a couple of dollars away each month and don't touch it. Start looking at things you want down the road. Down the road.
I'm gonna say you talking to two college students right here, so I already know the struggle.
Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power.
So what would be your epitome or definition of wealth?
Definition of wealth. Now, I'm not going to get all philosophical and stuff like that.
But it's how you feel. It's your personal.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yes, I would say for me, wealth is being able to find yourself somewhere spiritually and financially as an individual in a place where you can give back to others.
Amen.
Because money is relative. So, wealth is going to be based on what you measure it to be.
I'm gonna say we already know y'all motto, each one teach one, that y'all always go by.
Literally.
Okay.
We're learning.
Man, also, Mr. Wright, if you could go back to your 18-year-old self, back when you was like a little bit younger than us,
Right.
what would you tell yourself? Like, what would be one thing you could tell yourself? Not a warning or anything, but like some advice.
Right. I was hard-headed, boy. Yeah. At 18, if I could go back to my 18-year-old self, I would say it's not going to be easy, but trust the process and stay the course.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
That's what I would say.
Okay, so this question is for everybody. You guys have a really great time. Y'all are always so lit. So like, how do y'all balance fun so well? Like with so many bosses and entrepreneurs, everybody just doing their own thing in the family. How do y'all balance having fun while doing everything?
We'll let the young ones go first.
Okay.
And then we'll chime in. Go ahead.
I say we communicate together and we have fun while we work. You don't have to always work and work and work. You have to let loose a little bit. Life is his solo game. You know?
Yeah. Always have to say things serious.
Sometimes you gotta play PS4.
Spend a little money.
We always spend money if it's on
You gotta know.
We ain't forgetting about no children.
Tours, okay.
every now and then, just to get them
Yeah, we do it, so.
I would say we just try to not take things so seriously.
Right.
Our other motto is work hard, play harder.
Yes. Amen.
Exactly. It's definitely good to get a laugh or two in, especially during times like this.
Oh yeah.
I know bonding time has been at a peak during quarantine. Us and our Sound on the Hill fam, we felt it too. But I bet y'all had like a lot of ideas flowing, a lot of love flowing, a lot of communication going, new revelations and all of that.
The jokes are cracking.
And so, what is the most important thing to remember when you're working together? We know y'all just said, knowing when to laugh and stuff when it's time to have fun. But what about when y'all are working together? Because, things can get tense, things can get kind of annoying, even if it's family, especially with family sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For me, it's respect.
Yes.
Respect one.
Second, I would say, or
Anybody would say?
Don't push each other's buttons.
Oh, yes. Oh, very important.
Somebody doesn't
Being
like
petty.
So know your limits.
No limits.
However, we did say play around, so every now and then, if you want to push that button, push the button because it's funny. But
Y'all like, all right.
yes, we know the limits.
Yeah. And communication.
Yes.
Communication.
Okay. So that sounds like a good thing with y'all. Like, that's something that y'all always saying is communication is key with y'all. I love that.
Definitely, that's big, especially when having a large family.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of goes into kind of my next question. Like, what's the biggest factor or key to having a healthy family relationship?
Laughter. That is so important.
Laughter.
Just
Laughter.
fun. We love to have fun. Like every day we wake up happy. Even though we're in the house, it's like, who can we
They said you're thinking about.
Who's gonna be the basis of this joke? Yeah. Who's gonna catch the heat today? That's great.
We like to fun. We definitely like to fun.
Yeah.
And we spiritually,
Yes.
we bond with each other. We take some time out and have meetings and listen to each other.
Yes.
And sometimes we have to walk away because sometimes it's about you and you don't want to hear.
Yeah, you know.
Was it listen with speak without offending and listen without defending.
Yes.
That is so hard.
That is very, very, very,
very
hard. You got so right.
We gotta walk in circles sometimes.
Yes, like, oh no,
You
you
know,
gotta go.
take it back, take a lap, just take a lap.
Take a lap.
Take a lap.
Do y'all have a quote book for him? Because he's spitting them out tonight.
I know. My quarter right there.
Coming to stores near you.
There goes entrepreneur again.
Okay, so our next question came from just looking at y'all page, and I'm sure everybody's gonna see this when they go and check out y'all page this month. How long does it take y'all to finally perfect a TikTok? And this goes for all of y'all, because all of y'all are so involved. Really?
It's about an hour or two, depending on what video, what content we want to put out.
Okay.
So it's about an hour or two.
And we schedule stuff, so we rehearse beforehand.
Yeah.
So that way when we get there, it's not going to take 2 more
Right.
hours, you know. My mom, she's on it. She tells us Friday, hey, we're posting on Wednesday.
Yeah.
You need to know your live.
Yes.
Like, you need to get it together.
We set recording days
Yeah.
so that we know when
Yep.
it's going to happen, so that we get in that mindset. You know, kind of like I said, we invest in ourselves. So
Yeah.
we set that mindset. We know on this day we're recording. No matter what you got going on, working around, let's get in there and record. So maybe an hour.
Set schedule, basically.
Yeah, we do set
We
schedule.
got our scheduled broadcasting days.
Right. And I'm the boss at that time. And anything I say goes. It's like, this is what you're going to do. I need you to stand up right here. Don't move. Just look to the left. That's it. Rest the spot. We're doing it again.
You don't look at me. It's not a picture.
Mama,
Sorry.
wrong question.
I'm questioning
Do what you're
that. Do what
told.
she's told.
Do as you're told.
Yep.
That's it.
Not as I do.
Don't do as I do, but do as I say.
So, can you guys, can y'all, everyone, like, a favorite, like, shout out your social media handles for us.
Ooh.
My social media handles, like all of them, is the Right Way 360. It's Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. All of them are the Right Way 360.
And
And
Facebook.
And
Facebook.
We got it. Down pat, baby.
Everyone knows that line. Okay, good.
No lie, you did good.
It's definitely an organization for me, I promise.
I mean-
Y'all got it. All right, Tatiana, my next question is for you. Could you tell us more about your lash business, especially for a brand that's booming right now? Everybody loves lashes. Everybody's getting lashes and stuff like that.
So we are a 90s themed black owned, of course. We sell lashes, cosmetics, accessories, body care, and hair. We are a one-stop shop. We wanted to create a brand that was inclusive for everybody and for a college budget, because I was a college kid when I started the business in the first place.
Shout out the page, please.
Yes.
I need some lashes.
We share the same heart.
We made us suffer in college.
I was like, I could not go to the store and buy $12 lashes. I was just like, no, this is not it. A lot of kids don't have transportation.
So, like, what's the most important thing that you learned, like, while being a young female entrepreneur?
Oh, yes. That's a very good question. Lots of lessons have been learned. Trust me, trial and error. But the most important is to stay consistent and to just give it your all. Like, literally never give up. Because some days you'll wake up and you're like, oh, this is not for me. I don't want to do this anymore, because you feel like, oh, you're not making the best of your sales, or you feel like people aren't you as much as you want to. But those same days that you say that, somebody messages you and says, oh my God, I love your products. I've been using them for this time. And it makes you keep going. So when you feel like you give up, God always opens the door and shows you, no, this is the light, this is the way, you better keep going. So, yes.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Quote books.
Always opens the door.
Okay. What is your goal actually moving forward in your last business?
So I know this may sound like super cliche, but I really want generational wealth, and of course to retire my parents. Like I know that.
Oh.
I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready.
We, as a collective, like me, my brothers, and my sisters, like we have worked alongside our parents, and we've seen them start from literally nothing. Like we moved from Florida to here, and we didn't have anything. And just seeing their drive and their goals, and just seeing them just push through no matter what. Like we didn't know we were struggling. That's how well they hid it from us. They just did so much for us. They just did so much for us that I want to do something for them. I just don't want to see them work. I don't want them to ever worry about debt, bills, or anything. So I know that if they can't do it by themselves, we can do it together. So we definitely, yeah.
All right.
Okay. How much you want?
Just get me out of the house, girl.
I'm gonna be weird too. I promise I'm gonna be
Okay. That was allergy. That's allergy. These fall season is allergy thing.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Not the last.
So we gotta keep it.
So that brings me to my next question. You know, I have to ask, like, what makes you like? What kind of styles do you choose? Like, what helps you decide what styles to choose? Like, what do you look for?
That is a great question. Okay, so for me, it's more about the quality, and also like we are an inclusive brand. I wanted to create that everybody can feel comfortable in. So everything that we get, everybody can wear. So it's inclusive.
Okay. So do you have anything thick, wispy, you know, a little
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
All colors too.
Yes.
All colors.
Yes.
You have blonde hair. We have blonde too.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Wait, I didn't know like you can have lashes in like different colors and stuff.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, that's definitely something.
Very important because people who have albinism and vitiligo and all of that, they have different lashes. So we created. It was actually Nyla's idea.
Yes.
This is my.
It was her idea.
It was her idea to create something that was even more inclusive for that type of community. So it's been really, really good. This is the brains of the operation when it comes to that. I will give her props. Yes. 2 steps.
In a circle.
Okay, so what is a constant reminder that you use to stay focused? You know, you already said you want to retire your parents, generational wealth and stuff, but like, especially like as a young entrepreneur, and then like we're not used to all of our generations having wealth, and we're not used to just passing that down. So how does it feel sometimes personally with you when you battle obstacles in your business?
Right, and like piggybacking on what I said, definitely the option of retirement for my parents, not just for them, but for all of my family, is always a constant reminder. Like if I want to give up, like I think about, would you rather cry a Honda or a Benz? Would you rather just, I'm like, it just pushes me. I'm sorry, let's be. I just want to make sure that my family's family is good. The generational wealth and all of that good stuff. I want to make sure they can wake up like, hey, I just want to go to Paris for lunch. Okay, let's go. So I don't want them to worry about anything further. So that is always what drives me.
Okay.
Okay. Beautiful, good work.
We're passing you an idea, a new business. We're giving you a new business venture. So I think a motivational book, a storytelling.
See, look at that.
Coming soon.
Call it the right way. The right way.
Do it the right way.
I like it.
I think I will purchase personally. I think you got, or you can make it an ebook. You could do it however you choose. Visuals, all sorts of this.
Always on adventures. That sounds. I like this.
So we have the cosmetics and we have real estate. For my two young black kings we have over here, like, what do y'all have going on in the family? Because we know your family full of bosses. I actually looked and saw that you do music and you're in the Marines. Like, what else you have going on?
I want to be an artist, so
Okay.
I'll be in the garage almost every day looking at beats and writing lyrics and recording. I try to do collabs with as many people as possible. Trying to get my name out. I try to do shout outs, post me on your story, stuff like that to get my name out. So yeah.
What's your favorite software? Like, you like FL Studio, like Fruity Loops, you like to use GarageBand? Like, what's your favorite?
I use GarageBand, but before I used GarageBand, I used BandLab, I used BandLab, my bad. Before I used BandLab, I used GarageBand, but personally, I think BandLab is an easier platform to use.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. That's dope. You see, actually, both of us were two music connoisseurs who both met at A&M in the University choir, and I'm a music major, so we both are here. That's all.
I did music tech in high school, so.
Nice.
We met in choir.
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
What about you, sir?
For me, I'm more of like a tinkering guy with my cars. So I do a lot of mechanics on the side, help out with their vehicles too. But right now I'm in the process of building my first project car. I bought me a 2000 Honda Civic coupe. It's a little 5. I'm enjoying that. Can't wait to get that going. Got a lot of work to do as far as painting wise, but hey, it's getting there. It's a work in progress.
Y'all really are in all family. Like,
literally.
We don't need anyone. No, it's not true. We need people.
Okay, is there any final things like you want to let our followers know about yourselves? Like, if you could just tell us a synopsis of what the Wright family wants to give and show to the world, what would you say to the world?
You want me to do it? Like I said, we lost everything at one point. We were literally homeless. Like I said, the kids didn't know that we were homeless. We lost everything. And our goal is, we knew what that felt like when we were struggling. And, I reached out to help me. And that's where we get to each one teach one. And now that we're in a position to do the same, that's what we're trying to get out to other folks. Here's a better way to get it done. Here's a quicker way to get it done. Here's a roadmap you can take that, it's not the yellow brick road, but it'll help you on your path to get where you need to get to faster.
Right.
So that's what we're on. We're a family of service. That's what we're about.
That's going to be 5 in the book.
That's gonna be in the book too, the story.
I hope y'all remember all these quotes y'all are spitting out.
We're going to get you there fast.
Y'all gonna be able to look at it because we're actually gonna have this saved on our IGTV for the rest of the month. So y'all can send this out to people, and our followers gonna come back and keep on watching this video and watching this live for as long as we can.
Yep.
And so if we could do one more round of everybody's names, and then we're gonna sign out. And it was so wonderful talking to y'all.
And
I am Sarah Wright. I'm the boss lady. Okay, I take care of all of it.
I'm Lorenzo Wright. I do what she tells me to do.
All right. I also do what she tells me to do.
I'm Nala Wright, and I'm the brains of the family.
Wow.
I'm David Wright, and I do what she tells me. And I'm Brian Wright, I'm the bronze of the family.
He's the one.
round of applause this time. No snaps. Just the right.
Well, we thank you all so much for joining us today, and we look forward to talking to you all for It's for the rest of our lives because we family now. We
Okay.
ain't worried about that.
Welcome to the family.
Over for a plate. Vegetarian, of course.
But we will see you all and everybody else later. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all have a blessed afternoon.
Peace and love.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.